Hello everybody, my name is Felix, and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're getting to NASCAR Hung Throttle Crashes. This was released just today, actually. I think that's today. By On the Gas. So, this one's not going to be a reaction video like the previous ones. This one's just going to be us reacting.
What is the worst case scenario
to our NASCAR
in
crashes.
a race car? Or any car? Some would definitely argue that a hung throttle would be the scariest scenario for a driver in either case. Today, we're going to look at some of NASCAR's worst stuck throttle crashes in history.
Alright.
Right before the video starts, 80,000 of you guys keep returning to my channel every month, so if you find yourself coming back to my channel and you're not subscribed, make sure you do so you never miss a video. Anyway, let's get right into it. During the fall Chicagoland race in 2012, Jeff Gordon had a spectacular hung throttle with about 80 laps to go.
Having a great run right there. You can see just locked up the front tires, the throttle hung. There's not a worse feeling as a driver. To barrel off in the corner, get out of the throttle, and the car not slow down.
Yeah.
Smoke was thrown up as he slammed on the brakes, and the brakes did save Jeff from an even harder impact.
Yeah,
It looked seemingly harmless until we go on board with Jeff and listen to his audio.
Well, stuck, guys. We're done.
Jeff had a pretty rough 2012 campaign. He did not enter the top 12 in points until the final race of the regular season. This crash in the opening round of the chase pretty much eliminated him from championship contention. Early into the 2015
I thought he was ever in it.
200 at Mobile International Speedway, Will Kimmel suffered this scary wreck.
Oh my.
On a restart, the driver suffered a stuck throttle and hurled towards the parking lot outside
Oh
of the track.
my
The
gosh.
lack of a wall raises many questions. It makes sense why local drivers do not want a wall. They don't want to pay for damages incurred in a wreck after hitting it.
Oh.
But a freak accident like this just makes the decision look questionable.
Oh.
After Kimmel's car flew around in the air, the right side of his car struck a concrete barrier and he hit the back of a fan's truck. Luckily, nobody was injured.
Oh, that is one of the worst wrecks I've seen. Period. Dude, that car is fucking destroyed. Holy crap.
Halfway into the
Sheesh.
2011 Goody's Fast Pain Relief 500, Martin Truex Jr. had this vicious wreck.
I didn't know that was a hung throttle wreck.
Wow, that was huge. Look at that car. And you think we're not going fast here? Martin's all right. Unhooks his.
Which one, Martin? Mark Martin or Martin Truex? Get it? I only got that because it said had Mark Martin. You got the joke.
This wreck always gives a sense of how fast these cars are actually traveling at this half-mile paperclip. It looks like Casey Kane's car slowed down Truex's just a little bit. Truex stated that he figured a chunk of rubber may have been the culprit that caused the stuck throttle. He initially thought it was a brake failure, but it was indeed a stuck throttle.
That's kind of how you tell, right, Regan?
But hey, props on him for checking up on Casey. Like, cause Jesus Christ, that was a vicious one.
Go out there and stay out there. That means
Oh, I've seen this one.
adjustment. Oh no. Somebody's
I know
made
this
an
one.
adjustment.
Anthony Alfredo in the 78. Boy, he got it good.
That's going to bring out the red flag too.
It's a tough place to go off.
Yeah, he.
Just off a turn.
Yeah, he definitely got it good.
Certainly, you don't want to have. In the most recent wreck on the list, Anthony Alfredo suffered this hard hit entering the uphill turn at Sonoma during Xfinity Series practice. He slammed hard into the concrete wall, and the throttle continued to hang until he reached a tire barrier.
Is that what happened?
The contact was hard enough to move the concrete wall.
Well, I didn't know that point.
We're under caution at Watkins Glen. A terrible crash for Denny Hamlin. That is in turn one at the end of the front straightaway. This looks a lot like a brake failure. Saw no skid marks going down in there.
just over 2/3 of the way into the 2011 Watkins Glen race, Denny Hamlin completely destroyed the front of his car entering turn 1. You can see the front tires locked up, but the rear tires are still going really fast. The crash looked very similar to Jimmy Johnson's wreck in the same spot just a decade earlier. The wreck bent the guardrail behind the tire barrier. I know
Is
how
this
good
2010
safer
or
barriers are,
2011?
but even safer barriers would have resulted in a nastier wreck. You can see the tires just eating most of the impact. 2011 was Hamlin's second worst statistical year in terms of top 10s, a season in which he only had 14 and a 16th place average finish.
Okay, this is 2011. Makes sense.
How about Tom Hessert, Grant Enfinger side by side. Grant trying to side draft a little bit off. Ooh, around it goes.
That's
Austin Wayne Self.
in the 98. Look out, back across the track. Big crash as they come toward the start-finish line. Oh my goodness, what a hit.
Was that the hung throttle? Because the 98 spin was clearly not.
After Brad Smith had a hard hit with Austin Self on the start-finish line, his throttle stuck.
Yep.
He could do nothing. He was just a passenger as his car headed towards the inside wall and hit a ton. I mean, the car changed direction so fast. He was able to walk to the stretcher and was taken to a nearby hospital. I was actually at this race. The crowd cringed as he hit the wall. It was a scary, scary deal. Brad has raced for 30 years in the ARCA series, starting over 400 races. He didn't collect his first top 10 until 2020, and to this date only has 2.
Oh, we got a crash, Rick.
Wow. That's honestly kind of sad, honestly. Over 400 starts and you only have 2 top 10s.
Another one in turn 4. And so more issues this
Oh,
time.
yeah.
Cody Ware, the 51, look out on pit road.
About halfway into the Fall Texas race in 2022, Cody Ware overcorrected his car in turn 4 and hit head-on into the wall. His throttle stuck, and then he hit the inside wall on pit road. He was very close to hitting the opening of the pit road wall. Fortunately, crew members were out of the way when Cody arrived on the scene. Cody started nearly 100 Cup Series races before he was suspended due to assault charges in early 2023.
Yep.
Now, these next 3 crashes...
And would likely never go see him again, and personally now, I don't care. I used to be, not necessarily a Cody Ware fan, but, you know, I'm memeing about him a lot. But I legit want to see him, like, just fucking pull off the impossible and somehow win a race. But now after the assault charges, which I didn't include in the 2023 half-season review video, mainly because I just didn't want to put it in, because it just wouldn't fit in, mainly because it was just so out of left field, and I did not feel comfortable putting it in there. Because after that, I lost what respect I had for Cody Ware, and I hope he never comes back to NASCAR, if I'm being brutally honest. I hope he banned for life.
really go together. On May 12, 2000, Adam Petty tragically died at New Hampshire Motor Speedway in a practice session for a Busch Series race. The driver hit the turn 3 wall at the speedway. He was a rising star in the sport, and he was just 19 years old. Just 8 weeks later, Kenny Irwin Jr. lost his life at the same track in the same turn, also due to a hung throttle. This was during practice for the ThatLook.com 300. After Irwin's car impacted the wall, his car slid on its side and flipped due to the impact. Both drivers died instantly because of basilar skull fractures. Irwin was only 30 years old. Tony Stewart went on to win the race later that weekend and donated the trophy to the fellow Indiana native's family. The day after Irwin's death, Dennis Setzer suffered a massive impact in the truck race on just the second lap.
Sixth place, Jimmy Hensley, number 16. Dennis Setzer, hard in the wall.
He did. I don't know if they locked the brakes or what happened, but boy, he did go hard into that wall.
More trucks involved there. That's Jack Sprague, number 24, on fire there.
Setzer was lucky and walked away unscathed, and he'd go on to win the next week at Nazareth. As a result of the string of accidents, NASCAR developed a kill switch that drivers could hit in the event of a hung throttle. Anyways guys, that's it for this video.
I feel like a lot of people forget just how dangerous New Hampshire was back then. Especially in the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, 2 deaths in 1 year at the same effing track. Freaking Lord. That is fucking crazy, man. Alright. So if you guys want me to react more videos from this guy, I might. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.